Happy Halloween, everybody! Right, I'm going to get straight into this because I don't have an awful lot of time, but uh, yeah, let's begin with this piece here, which was a commission that thankfully I managed to get done in time for Halloween. This was for my friend Lionel. They wanted uh, a picture of Beluga and Lionel Bunny creating a Franken soda. So that's basically like Texan sodas, fox and bear characters uh, fused together. Now the red dog. Who was that again? Oh no, I've completely forgotten. We are. What was it? Ben. Yeah. Oh, Bemani. Bemani doggy. Um, I mean that was a last minute addition because they are one of Lionel's friends, and yeah, he suggested that I include them in this one. So it was a lot of fun. I think yeah, I seem to be improving a bit. I was yeah. That's always how I seem to feel about it. It's like I'm getting a bit better, but not really. That's basically how I always feel. Um, Background is very simple, maybe a bit too simple. I don't know. I I think I did all right, kind of conveying this kind of weird angle or whatever. I don't know. It's very Halloweeny. um, Shading could have been better. Absolutely, yeah. I think I did alright with the colours this time. I had a bit of a green tint. I could have made it a bit green, and maybe that would have. Because it's funny, when you add a tint, it's hard to know how much you can, yeah, how much is going to work. Because I tried it all the way, and I was like, no, you need to see some of the local colours. So yeah, I reduced it a bit, and yeah, it was fun to do, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. Yeah, I'm going to include some sketches because I literally only have two commissions to talk about today. And I thought I'd include these because I recently got some toned paper, as you can see here. Uh, so yeah, this is a little bit different to the sketches that I've done previously. But as you can see, I'm getting into the habit of actually making good use of the entire page. Because in the past, whenever I've drawn in sketchbooks, I just do like experimental drawings, and I only really do a few per page, and it's very wasteful. I've wasted a lot of paper, a lot of unused space, because you want to put down as many of your ideas as possible, and it like I mean, most of what I've done here, the characters in the background, they're just doodles, and just things that I just drew off the top of my head. I try because I didn't worry so much about references really this, with the background character, background images. Anyway, so the one in the foreground. Oh, yeah, Lionel's here. You did miss something. I'll go back. I was showing everyone this, the commission that you got for me. Yeah, Happy Halloween, Belugor, and yeah, that's right, Belugor, because obviously Beluga is meant to be like Igor in this one. So yeah, I like this idea a lot. Yeah. So yeah, sorry you missed that, but yeah. So basically, I was talking about how we included text, and so does characters. Yeah. One thing I didn't talk about was the dialogue, because I'm not like an expert when it comes to comic layout, comic structure. So yeah, I did cheat a bit with the speech bubbles because in Clip Studio you can just drop in some speech bubbles from the assets menu. There's a special tool for it. Yeah, and it's quite good for customizing speech bubbles. I downloaded a special one for the It's Alive bit down there. I downloaded a special set of speech bubbles. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. So anyway, I was going to talk about this sketch I did of Doris. She's the one in the centre. So me and my friend Zark, we've done a bunch of like shared canvas sessions on the website Aggie. That's a good website for doing draw piles, those kind of activities. We like coming up with ideas together, and we were doing a pirate themed draw pile one week, and Zark drew like a Captain Rat character, and she was kind of deliberately making him very kind of snarky and just like a kind of bad tempered character that just was just meant to be as unpleasant as she could make it. And I thought it'd be funny if I then drew what this character's mother would look like, and I thought she should be the exact opposite. She should be really lovely and really sweet and adorable. So her design is completely different. I don't know. I haven't got one. Because Scurvy is the name of her son, who's meant to be like I suppose he's kind of like a captain, and he's like an underdog. He's not doing so well, and we've had a lot of fun with these ideas. So yeah, hopefully you'll see more of these characters. And yeah, I really enjoyed using inks and Mysona. What's like Mysona? As I say, because I used some new ink pens for this, and I used a kneadable eraser to get rid of the pencil lines. So here are some more sketches I've done in my new sketchbook. I haven't named this character yet. I just sort of I was just doodling around, and I like clown characters, so she's meant to be a fox. I don't know if that's clear. So still don't know what her name is. I've had some suggestions from my friends, but now I've just got too many options. So and I don't know how many times I'm going to draw this character again. But again, like I did my best to use up as much of the space around her as possible, because I do think it's a good idea. You want to draw as much as you can on one page, because this is all about experimenting. It's all about you'll find yourself drawing stuff and then realizing that there are interesting ways of drawing. Looks cool and funny. Thanks very much. Do you have any suggestions? I'd like to hear more suggestions for a name, because I still haven't settled on one yet. I had good fun drawing the Toon gloves. You can see some of those in the background. A lot of them are just copied. I'm still trying to because I suppose I'm working on transitioning from copying stuff to actually knowing how to draw it. I think with Toon gloves, with a bit of practice, you could just do that off by heart. You got one, right? I'd love to hear it. Again, this character doesn't have a name either. She's meant to be an associate, I suppose. She's like another clown. She dresses a bit like a ringmaster, but she is a clown. Um, I think that was the idea that I had. Is I like the idea of a character who's trying to look smart, but she's just as Selena. Yeah, yeah. That fits this character quite well, I think. I can see, yeah, and it's spelled like silly, yeah. SIL. That works really. I like that a lot. I might go with that. Um, so there's also this duck character. She's not quite so silly. I mean, the joke is usually on her. She's usually the butt of the joke. As you can see with some of the drawings I did in the background. um, and again, I'm okay drawing these kind of characters if I have a reference, like because I looked up some of the characters in DuckTales, and just based her off that. And when I was doing the ones in the background, I was trying to do some different expressions, but it was so hard. Like and the different angles and everything. She doesn't have a name. This one, no. So, any suggestions if you can think of one of it? Again, like she doesn't intend to be silly, but yeah, she's a bit more stuck up, and yeah, she tries to be sensible. um, so yeah, I'm trying to learn how to draw stuff in different angles, and it's hard if like you become really dependent on certain references. Star reminds me of Disney, but it fits. Oh, thanks very much. They're high praise indeed. So here we have Squeezy Pie, and this is another one of my OCs. She's been around for a while. Yeah, go on. Yeah, I'd love to hear suggestions for the duck character. Um, and yeah, so I think she has evolved a bit, but I really like how this one came out, and I'm thinking, if I ever get around to putting together like a reference sheet, I'll probably base it off this one, because out of all the drawings I've done of Squeezy Pie, it's because you mentioned Disney just then. Yeah, she does have a lot of Baloo in her. You can see. Yes, Dahlia. Yeah, I'm liking that. Yeah, Dahlia Duck, the ringmaster. I mean, she's not actually a ringmaster. Um, she just dresses like one because she's trying to be less clownish, but at the end of the day, she is just the butt of the joke. Anyway, so you can just see it, like, I mean, this sketchbook is a bit too big for my scanner. That's why a lot of these are cut off a little bit. But at the bottom down there, you can see her scratching her back, the way Baloo did in the Jungle Book. So yeah, I really just copied that. But as it was it's kind of like a small thumbnail drawing. It gave me a bit of freedom to go my own way a bit. Also, the way she's dancing there, that was from a picture of Baloo that I found. So yeah, it's quite obvious where these come from. But I think, there's enough originality. Like her hairdo, her eyes are a bit more stretchy than Baloo. He has very round eyes. If you look at the pictures of him, obviously has the flower in her hair. I think Zart came up with that. Yeah, that's right, because she was doodling a picture of Squeezy Pie one day, and she was doing it from memory, and she just kind of instinctively drew a flower. And even though Squeezy didn't originally have a flower in her hair, I just really like that idea. It just seemed to suit her really well, and I think it kind of completed her look, because she has that bumblebee earring. Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not too bothered about consistency when it comes to the flower, because whichever way her head is turned, I just think just put the flower where you can see it. Like you don't need to have it on the same side every time. Kind of the same with Lionel Bunny, yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying these. So this is the other commission. I literally only did 2 commissions this month because I've really it's been total burnout for me. Now I've got to remember who is this. I keep forgetting who my clients are. Timothy Purrington, that was it. They were very happy with this. This is the OC Louis the Otter, I believe is the name of the character. Pretty sure that's right. Yeah, Louis. Yeah, Louis the Toon Otter, and that's meant to be an ink bottle, a giant ink bottle, and his body is absorbing it, making him nice and big and round. She looks huggable. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Squeezy Pie loves hugs. That's her favourite thing. I mean, because this, I mean, there is room for improvement here. It kind of rubber hosed here. I mean, he's a bit fat to be a rubber hose type character, but he's rubbery, I suppose. Because I suppose I think he's meant to be made of ink. So the ink is sort of adding to his mass. That's the idea behind this. So this could have turned out a bit better, but I won't go into that. I think, considering the task I was given, and it was a bit of a challenge, inflation, yeah. It's quite different to a lot of the stuff I've done in the past. So considering that, yeah, I think this one turned out quite well. And even though, because I think I got this done early October, and I started it I think in November. So and it wasn't intended to be a Halloween thing, but there is something quite Halloweeny about this. So weird stuff is happening. It's kind of a supernatural element to this. It's sort of a fantasy thing. Yeah. So I'm quite happy with that one, and I think that's it for now. So that's my Halloween special. I've been thinking, I might change the way I do live streams in future. I'll probably keep going with these kind of streams till the end of the year, but in the new year, I might try and do more art streams where I'm actually, hey Joe. Yeah, you've just missed everything. I've just finished. I've talked about all of my October art. But you'll be able to go back and watch it when this video goes up. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because me and Zark like to do, as I say, we do draw pile sessions. And we have streamed a couple of those because we're both on Picato as well, so we might do more of that in the new year if Zark would like that. I'm pretty sure she'll be up for that. Yeah, happy Halloween. Yeah. Well, I do one every month, so you just look out for them. Thanks everyone for watching this. Do take care, and I am off to the pub.